I got Christmas tree cake in my beard.
Oh, those are out? The little Debbie ones?
You missed the whole thing with me and John. I'm watching him eat a whole Christmas tree. He got a whole box for $1.
Where? Those are my favorite.
US dollar.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of 5 Idiots Talking Toys. It's our weekly podcast where we sit around and talk about toys. We talk mainly Star Wars, but occasionally we have a couple other interests. A couple of us have a couple other interests in other toy lines. Please subscribe to the podcast, like this video, and share it too. Share it out. Hit the bell icon to be notified of new content. This week, I think before I get into the topic, let's bring everybody in here. Charles and Brandon and Shane and Chris. Wait a minute. Oh, Shane and Chris are not here.
Thanks for having us, Shane.
Thank you, Shane. Thanks for having us on. I understand that Shane is deathly sick, deathly ill.
He is.
The jet lag's killing him.
Oh, okay, jet lag.
He has one leg in the hospital, one leg outside of the hospital.
Oh, thought he had one leg in the bed and one leg outside the bed.
But he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't leave the house, so he's got one leg in the bathroom.
Yeah. So poor Shane had a trip to Seattle, right? Across the country, and then he got back early this morning, so he hasn't had time to rest or anything today.
So he has jet lag.
Yeah, 14 hours ago is when he got home, right?
Yeah. He can only sleep 13, so he needs 14 plus.
He needs 14 plus. Yeah. And I'm sure he'll be bright and early for work in the morning in his bed with his laptop.
Yeah. It's a hard job.
It's tough.
Man.
Tough. So the work was piling up and he was gone for 4 days, so he couldn't make it tonight.
And then Chris is on
packing keys.
Then Chris is on vacation from
doing nothing.
Yeah.
Been on vacation for a while, huh?
He doesn't have a job, so he is on vacation from his vacation.
Yeah, his vacation from. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. His vacation.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Right. When was the last vacation I had? I don't remember.
I don't think you take one because you're a hardworking American.
Oh, I'm a hardworking American. Yeah,
that's right.
You are also the editor of the show, so you can't take a vacation.
You have 3 jobs. He's working 3 jobs. He's the editor of the show.
Yeah.
He actually has 4 jobs. He's the editor of the show. He runs a toy shop. He has a construction business that he runs, and then he poops in porta potties all day long.
I've got to keep those honey wagon guys in a job.
He actually has a 5th job.
Yeah.
He has to keep Shane in check.
Oh. That is a job. That's totally a job.
Are you saying that Shane is your is that what you're saying? I'll just go ahead and say
it. You did. No, I would never say that. No. But yeah. No.
I thought about you today.
Me?
Yeah. I was shopping for some toys at the local flea market.
Oh.
And I was with my son, and he had to pee, right? So as soon as we get there, he had to pee. Well, the porta potties are on the other end of the flea market, so you know how a little kid is. They're dying to pee. They can't wait.
Yeah.
So I thought about you today as I saw the porta potties, and I walked past them, and it smelled so bad that I kept walking, and I just had my son piss in the middle of the area there because I was like, I told him, I said, the only person that goes in those porta potties is Mr. John. You don't go in there.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it.
Yeah. I use them for, if there's a dire occasion, like if I really have to. But most of the time, I'm like, I drive to a convenience store or something. I don't know. Sometimes which is worse.
A dollar store?
No, the dollar store is pretty nice. Tell you what, there's an Ace Hardware on Signal Mountain. It's like taking a vacation. You could eat a sandwich off the toilet seat.
You are a connoisseur of bathrooms.
That's right.
The public pooping you do. I just can't. I can't.
Yeah, I'm pretty regular, so I don't have a choice. All right. So what's tonight's topic?
So do you gloat about your bathroom excursions, of how nice your bathroom is, and you're like, do you take pictures of your established area for cleaning yourself out? Is that do you boast about these things? Do you post pictures on Facebook about your, like, look at how great this experience was?
Check out the girth of my log. No, I don't.
Okay, so
no, do you?
I think other people, I think they might. I mean, I know some people that when I see their posts about their experience, and I think they're just trying to make everybody jealous, or I don't know. I'm really curious as to why people do certain things.
Mm-hmm. So, are we talking about boastful posting?
I think that is, we have a lot to get into tonight, but I think that's where what we're going to discuss, right? Is Facebook posts, right?
Yeah, they get a little bit out of control with the braggy brag. Not even a humble brag, just a bold-faced brag.
Yeah.
So Charles, what is it that what are we seeing here? What are we talking about?
We are talking about a individual who makes a post with 9 million figures and says, I just got this. I don't know how. I kind of just walked into this and I got this. And it's an enormous collection.
Yeah, I love those. And, it's one thing to be like, share with your friends and stuff like that, hey, I found this wild find or whatever. I found this this collection. It's one thing to do that and share it, but some people tend to go overboard with it, with bragging about it, and almost like rubbing it in people's faces is what it feels like sometimes. And I don't know that it's, what was I going to say? I'm going to have to
Shane
this together. Shane. No, but when it comes to like posting something about this, there's a way to do it, without being braggy, without saying, "Oh, look at me," and I don't ever post that kind of stuff. I mean, I got a huge collection not too long ago. I sent you guys pictures, and that was it. Because not everybody has the opportunity, not everybody has the financial ability to do that sort of thing, and it just kind of makes everybody feel bad. One of the things that when they came to mind with this was there's somebody that we all know in the collecting hobby that said something about a collection that he got, and it was on somebody else's post, and he said that collection is nicer than the one we got from a Kenner employee's collection 6 years ago or something like that. Why did you even have to say that? If you want, other than, talking about all the connections that he has.
So it's like, hey, look at this, and then I'm going to respond with, well, look at this. You know, you mean I know you got a really nice collection. Well, check out this collection I just got. You know, so it's kind of like like a
pissing contest.
Yeah, it's people want to share their stuff to kind of one up each other, you know, and it's I don't know. I honestly, and for people that are listening or watching this, I want your comments. I want to know what you guys think, because to me, it's like you can just see right through it that those posts are there as kind of like, hey, look at me, look what I just got, you know. And I don't really know if that's a constructive post, because some of these groups, I mean, they should just make a group for that of the show off, you know, Star Wars show offs or whatever, and show me your stuff. Because honestly, I don't see any constructive way to post something like that. I would maybe, if I got a large lot in and I had a question about something, I might pull out that one item and I might take a picture of it and share that one item and be like, hey, I just got this. What do you guys know about it? Any valuation on it or whatever? And you know, I don't think taking pictures of the entire thing and showing all the mocks and like showing all the figures and showing all the boxed items, and I don't know, because then I mean, look at the comments that people leave underneath it, like, how'd you do that? And I'm like, you really think they're gonna tell you how they did that? They're gonna give up their like, really? So what's the point of posting something like that? You know?
Yeah.
So for me, I would think the reason why, if I walked into, you know, some large like a ridiculous like collection and I made a post, it's so I can sell it. So for me, if you're going to throw it on like one page and say, here's what I got, fine. But a lot of these, you log into all your Facebook pages and we're all on the same pages. There's, you know, 5 to 10 of them. And there's a separate post on 5 to 10. Those are the ones that I'm like, all right, he wants to brag about what he got, which is fine. You want to do it on like one page, fine. But 5 to 10 pages, it's like really ridiculous.
Yeah, we post on our one page of the stuff we get in because it's all for sale. You know, like I'm not going to take pictures. I'm not going to, you know, for a wins and whiffs, I had a 21 back Han Solo mock that I got in a collection, and I didn't show that on the picture that I took of the collection of stuff because that's not for sale. So I'm not going to have people, you know, PMing me or asking me questions about that, because everything goes on the sales page, and that's all the stuff that's for sale. You know, we're not trying to show off like, hey, look at me, look at my, you know, whatever collection that I just pulled in, you know. And then I don't know, to me it just comes off as people that are just trying to show off or you know, look at me, look what I got. Well,
yeah, I mean, lately I think I've seen 2 or 3 of these posts and it's almost in the same line. It's like a photo of like whatever, this is not the photo, but there's 400 Luke Skywalkers in it, and they're like, oh my God, I forgot I had this in my closet.
Oh yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Like, how do you forget like you had like 400 Luke Farm Boys, or, you know, whatever it is. You know, they were like multiple posts over the last few weeks of like, yeah, I had no clue I had these. Like, how do you not know? Like, like, you know, we're all like, you know, like middle class people. So our homes are not these like giant mansions with 14 rooms and you lose track of what you have. I mean, I know what I have. If I have a box of 400 Luke Skywalkers, I know I have it still.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
I can understand that though. I'm not talking about my drawers.
Your underwear?
I can understand that because I just got something in. I just got something in the mail that I did not know that I had ordered. And it's those,
what was it?
Those stupid comic books.
Oh my God.
That a friend of ours recommended to buy. The first appearance of who knows what. You know, CGC graded 9.8. blah, blah, blah. I get an email in saying that I had ordered some comics, and I was just like, your order is on its way. And I'm like, what order? What are you talking about? And I look at it, I'm like, oh, did I get free comics? Because I didn't pay for this. Well, I paid for it, obviously. I don't remember ordering these things. So I mean, there's stuff that I have that I get that I'm like, I don't remember doing this. And I guess I feel a little bit better about it because I'm not the only sucker in this group that bought the same damn comic books but the other guys don't remember ordering them either. So I don't know what happened. I think we all got Jedi mind, you know what, but
that's like hugely different though. Like I order like Letty's like sometimes from like Mexico, and I get them like 2 months later. And I'm like, oh, I forgot all about this thing. But like, I'm talking about like a huge box of like 100 mocks. And then, someone takes a picture and they're like, forgot all about these things. I forgot I even had them. I mean, like, really? Like, that's not real. That's not a
like
real.
You're talking about marbles or something that they packed away.
Yeah, that's not a real post.
Look, I was cleaning up today and I found this under the couch. I forgot I had it. Good thing I cleaned under the couch.
I know this topic just really rubs Brandon the wrong way. I want to know what was the cause of this, like what just threw you over the top?
Yeah. What inspired tonight's topic?
No, I just don't understand why people, I don't know. It's funny to me that how people have to like basically, I think they're a little insecure and that they need to kind of show their stuff off, like I know a guy that was a bodybuilder and he was a pretty big guy up top, but he had small calves. So he was insecure about his small calves and he went and got calf implants. So I think some of these people might be insecure about their collections and they want to show it off, or I don't know. I just don't. It's one thing to take a picture of something that you found like at a yard sale or whatever, and then it's another thing. So like, I guess it's the frequency. I think that might have something to do with it. Where if it's the same person posting stuff like this like once or twice a month of all these things that they keep finding or whatever, that to me I think is something that's kind of like, all right, and they post it in like a bunch of different groups, and then if they do it once and then you never hear from them again, fine. But if it's the same person posting,
unbelievable 3 times this month
once, yeah, it's like everyone's like, oh my god, drooling, like, oh, like, all right, man, yeah, we got it, you found another collection, like, who freaking cares, like, what are you trying, like, why even do that? Because then you get all the people, how much did you pay for that? Where'd you find it? How do you find these things? I don't find anything, everything's dry up here, like,
I haven't found a collection in over 9 years.
Yeah, I haven't found a collection. You guys are finding all this stuff. Like, look at all those comments. And then somebody found a collection up north from me, and this was a while ago. And some of the comments were like, "How much did you pay for that?" And like, why even ask that? Are they going to share what they paid? And some people actually do share what they paid, and then they're like, you should be ashamed of yourself for paying that. How dare you give that old lady only $150 when that collection was worth over $2,000? And I'm just like, why?
They clubbed an old lady right over the head.
Why are people doing like, I just don't understand. Like I heard.
What were you gonna say?
I don't get it.
Along with that bragging thing is also the people who say he wanted way too little for the collection, so I gave him extra. Is that so they don't get smashed over the head?
Yeah, I'm like,
verbally?
what? That you can just avoid the whole thing. You can avoid the whole thing by not posting at all.
Oh, you just don't have to post? Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's just
brilliant.
being.
No, I agree with you.
Maybe it's just me being a little more humble than some of these other people on there. But I'm not. I don't understand why they do it.
Because it's 2022. Everyone needs to put every moment of their life on film and on camera and online and on social media. Now, not off topic, but I would watch a show where John goes porta potty to porta potty.
It could happen.
Just John. Like, John's your name, and then you're just using the John.
Any views we could get from that?
Just the John. Just the John.
I just don't.
That could happen.
Yeah. I guess it's the frequency. If somebody were to post something like once a year or whatever, you don't even know who they are. You're like, cool. Like somebody posted something the other day on a group, and it was like, oh, I just found this in a garage sale, and they had modern stuff, but I asked them if they had any older stuff, and they pulled out old stuff, and it was like, cool. You know, like I've never seen that person before, and they posted them. Now, if they did that every week, I'd be like,
yeah,
all right, you know, like, or once a month, like, all right, what's the point, of posting that? I just don't see the point of doing that unless you're posting stuff for sale. I found this stuff, it's coming for sale. I bought a collection, it's coming for sale. And there's a lot of people that do that on these groups. They'll post a thing and saying, hey, this is coming up for sale. I bought all this stuff. They'll take a video of it, and it's just, I think it's a little different when those people just do that because that they're resellers and it's almost like, okay, whatever, and a bunch of us do that in our sales page in our group. We'll post stuff that we found or whatever, but it's just we never say like, oh, look what I just happened to stumble into.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's almost like a social contagion because if you look at like on TikTok or Facebook Reels or YouTube Shorts or whatever, there's always those people that have like they go up to somebody and they say, "Hey, man, can you help me out?" And I need to get $5 for a burger or whatever. And then the person either gives them $5 or doesn't give them $5 and walks away. But the person that gives them $5 and they're like, thanks, man. Here's $500. I was going to bless somebody that helped me today.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Why film that? What's the purpose behind that? That's the same sort of kind of thing in the social contagion thing where you have to draw attention to yourself. He's drawing attention to himself while doing this. And it's the same way with these posts. They're drawing attention to themselves. Those are over and over again. Those are
for like views though.
Yeah.
So that guy's getting views, he's getting subs, he's getting, followers, someone.
Well, it could be the same.
Pages are just making a post just for themselves. They just want to have someone say really good find, like,
yeah,
nice job.
They're getting virtual pats on the back in their old social bank.
Yeah. And I'm actually fine with, the one post on the one page and everyone said really good find. That's really, that's great. Like for me, it, rubs me like a little wrong. It probably rubs you a little wrong, John. It completely opens the entire body of Brandon and goes inside of him. He can't stand these posts.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother you guys that much?
I mean, it rubs me the wrong way when I log on to like one page and then I will, log onto another page and it's the same post. Then I'm like, all right, so he's obviously bragging. He's putting it onto like all these Facebook pages, as many as he's signed into. He's making a post. Those are huge bragging ones. Yes.
Yeah.
That grinds your gears. The multiple posts.
Multiple posts grinds my gears.
Multiple posts grinds your gears. The frequency of posting on one group grinds my gears.
Yeah. I just don't. I just don't like someone being boastful about stuff. Period. And that's just
I would actually be like shocked if someone made that post and then said, "Hey, listen, whatever page it is, I got such a good deal. I'm going to give away these 3 things." That would be like a really nice thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just see people like remember we've talked about this before on pet peeves. So this episode, I think we're just diving into a little bit more of some of the pet peeves that we've seen. But remember, it was like, I got all this for $10. Look what I got for $10. Or remember that? It was like,
yeah,
right. Like, give me a break.
Yeah, those are the same people who they got 30 mocks for $30, and the next day they want $700 for like an A-wing mock, and we're like, it should be $400, but he wants $7. You just told us you paid $30 last week.
Yeah, and it bites them in the butt of it.
Yeah, exactly.
That kind of
but
stuff,
I mean, recently we've seen this rash of I think I've seen 3 things pop up in the last 2 weeks of multiple mocks that people have found. Like, check out these 400 mocks. I know we'll probably do another, next week we'll probably talk about that collection of 400 mocks or whatever that was found in a barn or something like that that's going up for auction in February. But seeing that and then seeing a bunch of other mocks for sale or that were found recently on another group, and then the one at Dallas Vintage Toys, I think, where they have 91 mocks. What's funny is I read some of the comments, and a lot of people are like, "That's so fake. You guys just threw all that stuff in a box." Those comments are hilarious. They're just like,
I'm actually fine with that one because they're a store. So if he wants to make a post, he obviously wants to sell them. So okay,
that's like what we do. That's fine. But like, there's a difference, and I just think they're not boasting. They're like, no, this crap is for sale. Like, come buy this. Like, and but what the point I was getting to was like, none of this stuff is rare. I mean, the amount of people that were keeping it. I mean, and mind you, the 90 something mocks and the 400 one, I saw a bunch of early stuff there, but usually the mocks that people find are a lot of Return of the Jedi stuff, and because people, I think, were catching on back in the late 80s when it was on clearance. People were
might be all up,
because they were like, oh, this might be worth money someday, or these are really cool movies. Let's just buy all these mocks up. And I think people were starting to collect back then. As time was going on, just like they were keeping, all these other, the amount of Batman mocks I've seen recently popping up from the 90s and late 80s, and the superpower stuff, and the amount of like X-Men and Marvel stuff that I'm seeing in all these resale stores. I mean, people were just keeping stuff back then for collecting purposes. I'm not sure why, but I mean, that's why we're seeing a lot of this stuff start to pop up now. It's because people are keeping it for collection. So, but yeah, it's another topic within itself. But I just think it's, to me, there's just 2 different people that post. There's people that post and this stuff is for sale. Let's get this going. And other people that are just doing it to, hey, look at me. Because then they never post any of that stuff for sale, the stuff, finding stuff in a box that they didn't know they had for months, like that doesn't bother me too much. I know that really makes Charles poop his pants, but
because it's not real. There's just no way you have this giant box of all this stuff and you didn't know you had it. I understand like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, but like some of these posts like lately, it's a giant box of like 100 Yodas. Like, how did you misplace 100 Yodas? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So the only thing it can be is it has to be fake.
Yeah. Or they forgot.
Sure.
Cleaning out the house and put these out in the garage. And yeah.
I found stuff in drawers that I forgot that I've had, like socks and other clothes, right? You haven't found a pair of socks or a pair of shorts or something?
Well,
You're like, I forgot I had this.
One pair, but not 60.
Yeah.
Not a box
the
of 60 pairs of socks.
Not the Cater Factory all in your drawer.
Yeah.
All mint, complete.
Well, I have a box of stuff up in the attic that, I went up there for Christmas decorations or something one time, and I was like, oh, it says toys on it. I opened it up. I was like, oh, I forgot I had that. But there's like one or two, it's not like a whole collection of stuff. Or it's not like 100 Yodas.
Yeah, so I'm just curious what other people think. And if you're one of those people that posts that kind of stuff, please feel free to comment and
let us know why.
Complain to us. Let us know why, and if you want to leave us a negative or nasty remark, that's fine too. It's a free country.
Yep, this is true.
And we leave them on there too.
Yeah, we don't delete comments.
Yeah, we just delete people.
Where's Shane? Where's Shane? Did we delete
him?
We deleted him.
Yeah.
we didn't like his comment tonight about can we go on early, because he wanted to start talking early, and it's like, hey, no, we have a time slot. We don't just come on early because you're tired and you're busy and you had to fly in. Like, take the night off, like. So we don't like your comment, so we deleted him. So we're looking for another idiot. If anybody knows of one.
There are plenty of idiots out there for sure.
I'll put in a plug for we have our next not our next episode, but coming up really soon, we're gonna have our live stream where we have a live stream.
John, he's like,
we're doing a live stream.
Do tell.
Soon. We're doing a live stream soon. So if you're a fan of the show and want to ask questions live, anything goes. So be on the lookout for that. And we'll have another questions and answers separate episode as well. So and if you guys have any ideas of stuff you want us to talk about or whatever, just send us a message and we'll be sure to comment about it in the next show.
Yeah, we need to be sure to get Shane to start plugging that live stream right now.
Yeah, we gotta start.
Live stream for the holidays, when everybody starts getting snowed in and can hop on. So the next time there's a blizzard, we should probably do a live stream.
Yeah.
Shane, remember that, okay?
Yeah.
Hey, Shane, write this down.
All right. I guess that's it. Have we stretched that out enough to poke a bunch of holes in it?
I don't know.
We've seen the anger on Brennan's face go from about 100 to about 75. So I think we helped him a little bit.
We helped a little bit. Okay.
This helped me a little bit.
That's a nice glass, by the way. Is that available at 5idiostalkingtoys.com?
It is.
All right. Well,
it's
thanks,
etched glass. Look at that. Beautifully etched.
Yes. Hand painted. Etched and hand painted. Another good episode, guys. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Please remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and please comment. Please comment. We want interaction. We love interaction, and we always answer questions, don't we? I don't think I've seen a question that someone's asked or a comment that someone's made that has gone unaddressed. So we're pretty good about that. I'm not that good about it, but the other guys are. So again, you can find us at 5idiotstalkingtoys.com. Find all of our links there, and you can listen to our podcast on Apple, Spotify, whatever other Google Play, whatever other podcasts you listen to, whatever way you listen to podcasts. But
spit it out.
I know, right? I got Christmas tree. You guys have a good night.
You too. Bye, Shane.
Bye, Shane. Bye.